Hey everybody, it's Cindy over paper.old.new. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time with me today. So all that shopping I did at Ollie's, they sent me a coupon. So I did go to my local Ollie's here recently when I got back just to check things out, see where we were as far as all this warehouse emptying is going and what kind of craft supplies they got in while I was gone. And since I had a coupon, how could I resist? So this is going to be my last haul of the summer. Hoorah, kind of a deal here. When school gets started, things are going to get a little iffy. So the Ollie's that I went to was Lycoming, Pennsylvania, and Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania. And we being my daughter and I, she has decided that every time I drag her to a Ollie's, I have to buy her candles. She's gotten into these the big scented candles. But anyway, supplies weren't great. I did find a few cool things, and then this was a major paper haul. So let's get into this. We're going to start actually with cards. I'm just going to pull this up here. Actually, what I'm going to do is zoom for you real quick, and then we'll get started. Some cards. I got 2 of these, so I'm not going to take that out, but I did find some, and this is a repeat. I will say that when I was doing this, I wasn't taking them out of the box. I don't think I showed you these before, but I did get these in my very first haul, and this was actually one box I found that was still there, and I had made the comment if I went back and they still had them, I would get another box. So I thought I would show you these. This set is called Chasing Adventures. It's Jen Hadfield Homemade by American Crafts. So let's check out the designs. We got this one. And yeah, this will probably be my last haul. Even with a coupon, I mean, these hauls, they add up. Because I go in there and I look at it and I'm like, you're going to use it. You might as well buy it here and now while it's cheap. I like that I like that these are double-sided. And I end up getting, this one's, look at them all. It doesn't matter where you're going, it's who you have beside you. Oh, that's cute. So I guess a friendship card or, like that. That's really cute. And then we have this one, Celebrate Today, on her little bicycle. And these ones are in. Thanks so very much. Okay. I don't usually do thank yous in a journal, so this would probably get like a little something here in the middle to decorate. And then, like they show you on the box, decorating the card, I would probably decorate this card. And the back is blank, so. Again, these don't have any kind of branding on them, on the card itself, which I like. It's almost like some of these got put in the box. They're fold side down. But so cute. Let me see. So yeah, my daughter I'm filming this on Friday night, my last weekend before I'm going to be trekking her. Her school it's like 30-something miles from my house, but it's through some towns and stuff, so you have to do some slowing down. So it takes about 45 to 50 minutes to get there. So yeah, it's going to be a trek every morning. And this is my last weekend before all that starts. Okay, and then they're straight-sided or straight flap versus triangular flap. I always like to check because to me it makes a difference, like what I use them for, and I don't know. So there's those. And then I got these. This is a Bow Bunny set. Willow and Sage. So I always like Bow Bunny stuff. So I was kind of like, oh, that's kind of cool. They made a set of cards. So I'm thinking that this will go with maybe some of the other Bow Bunny things that I've found, but I don't know. I don't have like a lot of Bow Bunny pads or anything. But look at that. That's so pretty. And then the back has a little bit. So I guess these ones are going to be a little bit harder to use the backs, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to see. Let me get this one out of the way. And then we got this one. So pretty, all these flowers. And if you can't tell, I love these card boxes. These boxes of cards, I think these are great. I've said it every haul that I've showed you these cards. You get 2 for the price of 1 if you want to use both sides separately. They're blank on the inside, ready for you to do whatever with. I mean, it's basically a little piece of decorative cardstock, which I'm pretty sure that's all that is. Just strips of cardstock folded in half. So, yeah, and just like in a pad, you get like, I want to say 4 of each card. So, you know how a lot of scrapbook pads, you get 12 designs and you get 3 of each design or whatever? Well, in this one you get 10 designs, 4 of each design. So that's kind of cool. There's the hyacinths again. And these will go really good. Actually, some of these cards will go really nice with the, these two go together really nice. I have a kit. I made that knock kit with the doors and the flowers. Some of these will go really nice with that. And then that one, I do like Bow Bunny. And this one, I don't know how that's supposed to, it's the whatever's on the outside of this box, but it's kind of a damask or it reminds me of wallpaper. But it would depend. I mean, you could put it either way. It's non-directional, but all right. So we got that set, and that is what did I say this was? Willow and sage. And like I said, they give you an example here of decorating it. I'm pretty sure like the "you are special," that's not anywhere in here. Some of this stuff and the flower cutouts and stuff like that, these are probably all things. Willow and sage is probably a design set by Bow Bunny that you can buy pads and stickers and die cuts and all kinds of stuff for. So, and then this last one that I got is called Stardust. And this is a Jen Hadfield, like this one. So maybe they can mix and match, and I can use them. The colors are very similar, I will say that, looking at the back of the box. The bright colors. So let's see what we got here. So we have more flowers. I love these flower backgrounds. They're great to stick stuff on. We have that one. Oh, some of them are different on the back. Okay, that one's the same. This one's got little polka dots on it. I love that. That's really cute. Polka dots. We got butterflies. Same on the back. And we have these hearts. Stripes on the back. That's like, if you were looking at this scrapbook paper wise, that's like getting, you know, you get, say 10 designs. That's like getting an extra, it looks like 1, 2, 3. It looks like half of the cards have a different back. So that's like getting 15 designs and 4 of each. Okay, this one's different on the back with respect to the fact that, well, I mean, it doesn't continue really. I mean, some of them are a rainbow that continues across the card and you end up with the cool colors on one side and the warm ones on the other. This one's not so much. This one's pink and, yeah. All right, and then we have balloons. That's what those are. I was looking on the back of the box, and because they're so small, I couldn't tell. My eyesight's going, guys. It's... All right, and this one didn't get folded real straight, but stars, cute. This one's wood grain, so just a generic wood grain piece. And then a note just for you. The kitty cat is cute in his little flower wreath. Oh, I love that. We're gonna have to keep this close by, but okay. And then that was the kitty cat. And then the last one is citrus. Oh, that's, oh, and different on the back. Okay, so fun. All right, so these are the 4 boxes of cards. Well, I got 2 of this one. So I bought 4 boxes of cards, but that's the last one to show you. Oh my goodness. It's going to be one of those days. All right. So put that up there. Now, paper was the big deal. So I'm going to show you all the paper, and then I'll show you all the odds and ends on top. Okay, first of all, they had a lot of like colored, double-sided colored cardstock. And I mean, it's like, it's got the color on one side, on both sides. So it's like that. Because sometimes you get cardstock and it's colored on one side, but it's white on the other. Let's tear, this is Recollections. And it is, it's purple in the core. The core is the same color, so it doesn't have a white core in it. That's kind of nice. I didn't know that, but all right, I got 8 of those. I think I got 8 of all the colors. Sorry, I've got them in my lap and they're sliding. All right, so let's put that over there. So I got the lavender, and then I got, they had this dark gray, which has a, like this is smooth lavender. This looks like a craft paper almost. You know how there's like those little, you can see the little fibers in craft paper. I mean, they're the color of the craft paper, but you can see the little fibers. That's what that looks like. Okay, and then we had, also in the colored cardstock realm, we had this Easter egg blue. And then we had pink. I got about 8 of each of these. They had this blue. And then they had this green. And then they had, now for this one I got this brown. I got 12 of these because this is a neutral. It's more versatile to me. I will use it more to back cards and things like that. So I got 12 of those. I'm just kind of stacking them there so I can have them out of my way. And then they had these. I also got 8 of these. This is just a red. It's textured though. So this is like that soft. These are like a heavy card. These are probably, I mean, they don't ever put the GSMs on these, but these are a heavy card. This isn't like the card we get in the tablets. It's heavier than that. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know what the GSM would be, and I don't even want to guess. But it's definitely heavier than what we normally get. This is more like what we normally get in the pads, and it's got that linen fabric-y texture to it. Okay, now, I also got decorative paper. They had some packs, so this is 25 sheets. If I can find the 25 sheets instead of the 25 cents a piece, obviously it's cheaper to get 25 sheets for $2.99 than it is to buy 25 sheets at 25 cents a sheet. But they don't keep them all wrapped. But I got this kind of pink scallop. Here, I'll just take it out of here because you know what? I'm going to end up taking it out of here anyway. So let's just take it out so you can see it. Okay, so I got this pink scallop with this kind of, it's kind of a mustard color. I'm assuming it's supposed to be kind of gold. It's single-sided and it's paper, not cardstock. So it's a heavyweight paper, but it's not a card. All right. Get rid of that. And then this one, I had my eye on this one. This was at the Selinsgrove store. All this paper was at the Selinsgrove store. But this one has been there, and I saw a couple more packages of this one in the aisle where they sell all the journals and all that sort of stuff. They have this box, and in the box is all the packages of 25 sheet paper packs like this wrapped up. It's not with on the main display. Also, this is K & Company. So I really liked this, and I would look at it every time I went in there, and I was like, I don't need 25 sheets of that, and all this kind of stuff. And then I was like, you know what? To heck with it. I'm just going to get it. You never know. So that's how I ended up with that. Then I found in the middle where you pay for the, 25 cents a sheet, I got these stripes. They're kind of like, you can see the uneven, jagged triangles, and they meet coming in both directions. I think I got a dozen of each of these. This is paper, and it is single-sided. Okay, all of these have been single-sided. And then I got this one, which is also paper and single-sided. I got... Okay, now we start getting into some that I got... Okay, so I was only going to get a couple of these because, as you can see, they're cut aparts, and they're going to be limited use because it's, like sweet boy, it's newborn boy stuff. So I looked at it with the little bear on it, and I have that little mini storybook journal that I'm doing that is, it's called like Why Do You Love Me? But it's a mama bear and a baby bear. So I got this to put cards and stuff in that book. And I was looking at it and I didn't realize it's a lightweight card. It's called Hello Little Boy, and it's double-sided. So when I saw that it was double-sided with this real cute little heart pattern, I went ahead and bought a whole bunch. So you guys will remember that I already hauled this particular pattern. This is a Make a Splash by Bo Bunny. When I hauled it, I can't remember if I saw that this was also double-sided. Because usually when I see, if it's double-sided, usually I like one side better than the other, but usually I will buy more of a double-sided item. And I can't remember if I noticed that this was double-sided, but if I did and I bought a bunch of it, it can't hurt to have more because I love this pattern. It's cute and I like it, so. And then there was this one. This is almost like getting a pad of paper, but you had to pay individually for the sheets, and I probably paid more than I would for a pad of paper. Okay, so this one's peaches, and on the other side, it's this ombre from yellow to this kind of peachy pink color. So I thought that was pretty. I like this a lot. I don't know how much I'll use the peach side, but I do like the peach side. I think it's cute. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not overly into unicorns. Unicorns and mermaids. It's not that I don't like them or I think there's anything wrong with them. It's just that I feel like they're everywhere all the time. Drives me crazy. That's just a personal thing. But I did get a dozen of this piece of paper because I thought the other side was really cool. So even if I don't use it for the unicorns, which this pattern is okay. I don't mind these little unicorns with the little flowers. This is cute. So I might use a couple with the unicorn side, but I really liked this painted pink looking side. So I bought mostly for that. And then again, this was one, I think this is Paige Evans. It says Wonderful a bunch. And I don't necessarily know that I will use that. Not much anyway. Maybe I would cut it out and use it in pieces or something. But you know how they stack words on a page? Like they'll cut this like this, and then they'll stack the 3 sections. You know, I might do something like that on a page or something like that for decoration. But I thought the other side of this was really pretty. And again, this is Paige Evans, and I have some cards by her, and I have a pad of paper, I think, from her. So a lot of her stuff is this bright, cheery, colorful. So I think that these will go good with stuff I make with her stuff. I think I have 2. Yeah, here's another Paige Evans set. So there was this one. So this pretty pastel plaid looking paper, and then on the other side of this one, it's actually not paper, I keep saying that, all these double-sided ones are a lightweight card, and then this ombre with the diagonal stripe in it. Okay, so let's just say I am not in danger of running out of paper. This one was also still there, and I'm pretty sure I knew this was double-sided, but I looked at these stripes again, and they've kind of got like spots missing from them and stuff. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know, but it's like in this green stripe, there's like some faded spots, kinda. So, and I thought that was really cute. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get a few more. I only got 4, I think. Yeah, I just got 4 more because I'm pretty sure I bought this before. I think you've seen this in one of my other Ollie's hauls. I probably should have done the paper before I did the cards, but whatever. Okay, now for some other fun stuff. Not that this wasn't fun, but I added to my letter collection. I didn't have gold, so I figured. Unfortunately, the other thing I've been looking for desperately is punches, because I've been wanting punches, but I didn't find any. I did find these, though. Now, these are stickers. They're organization stickers. They had these ones, and they had some for, like, household items, like shampoo and lotion and body soap and stuff like that. These ones are all food. I thought they would be fun in a recipe journal or a kitchen journal kind of a deal. So that's why I got them. I just thought they would be fun label stickers in a cooking journal. That's the words I'm looking for. Cooking journal. So these were at the Selinsgrove store. And then these 2 were at the Selinsgrove store. See, that one still has a tag on it. That says $5.99. I got them for $1. I like all the butterflies. I don't have any butterfly stamps. I don't have a variety of butterfly stamps. I think I have 1. So, what I really want is some really cool butterfly punches, but I'll settle for stamps for now. I also found they had a few stamps. I didn't get all of them. They had a rose like this. Just a simple rose with a couple leaves sticking off of it. And then they had one of those ones that looks like it's just a stem with some simple flowers on it. I liked this one, so I got it. And I liked these little arrows. I feel like you can always use arrows to point at stuff or make. But some of this stuff still has a price on it. So normally this would have been $4.99 in the store. So $1. And this one normally would have been $3.99 in the store. Also $1. So that's kind of cool. Not that I really need any more stamps, but like I said, guys, I've been on the hunt for paper punches, and I found 2. I found that weird Brad one, and I found that early on. I found that balloon one. I think this is the last thing I got at the Selinsgrove store. And the only reason I got this says it's a $20 New York Times Sunday crossword book, but it was only $3. And I had this idea, and I think I saw it on flipping through your homepage on YouTube, somebody did, where you do, and there's different sizes and stuff. Now, these are just paper. So it would be one of those things where I take one of them out and I either use it as a page in a book, or I stick it down to something as a card. But I thought it would be neat to make altered crossword puzzles. Like this is the background and then you decorate in front of it, like you do for bingo cards and altered playing cards. So yeah, I have a whole ton of crossword puzzles that I can decorate or use as pages in books. So I thought that was kind of cool. I think that's everything from the Selinsgrove location. I think the rest of what I got, let me make sure. I'm not absolutely positive. Oh, I did get more cards. I lied. Look, cards. I think I got 2 of this one, though. I did. It's called Flower's Child, and it is again by Jen Hadfield. I also got some more of these Cricut things. I think I got 2. So we'll open that up and look at it. And then I found these. These are, it says translucent envelopes, A7. I'm assuming that's like glassine. That kind of deal. Or vellum. Hold on. I'll get one out of here, I think. Okay. Yeah. It's like a vellum envelope. I mean, you can see the glue, but if you decorate it, I thought it would be fun. Figure out a way to decorate these. So they might be fun as foggy window pockets. So you decorate it all up, but you leave an opening in the middle and glue it down as a pocket or whatever. Anyway, so I thought that was kind of cool, and they were $2 a pack. They come with 25 of these, and they're A7. So this, according to this, that means they are 7 1/4 by 5 1/4. So I guess for a 5x7 card, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, okay. So, and then there's these. This is more of those, like, cut it out and then stick something behind it cards. But these ones had hologram. I think I buried my, oh no, I didn't. I was gonna say, I think I buried my knife. These ones have hologram on them. Well, there we go. Okay, let's see what we got. Yeah, and it's a card. Whoa, that is shiny. So a bunch of these cards, and then here's little envelopes, and then these are textured, and they're nice and heavy. And again, you cut some sort of design out of these on your Cricut, and then you put this card behind it. Now, I don't know how easy it is to glue to this hologram stuff. These usually in the picture, although this one doesn't, I was going to say, the other one had where you cut little corners out and then you tuck this up so it would tuck in instead of glue on. Does that make sense? But these are nice, and it's a nice weight, and they have a texture to them. I like them. They are 3.5 by 4.9 inches. Who makes this stuff? Why didn't you just make it 3.5 by 5? I mean, what even is that measurement? It probably has something to do with the piece of paper they were cutting them out of, so that they didn't waste them or whatever. I'm sure. Which I suppose I should be happy that they're not wasting, but I just think that measurement is funny. Okay. And this is, this one's called, actually this box is coming apart, so this one's called Flower Child. Again, it's 4. I don't know if any of these ones, I think they're same back and front. Or if it's a picture, they're blank on the back. So there's those. I don't actually have any more room for cards. I had to set up another card drawer just to fit all the ones I've bought so far. And the second card drawer is now full as well. So I don't actually have any room for these. Oh, this one is almost like a window. So it's got the heart, and then on the back is the pattern that's in the heart, except bigger. So cute there. All right. And then we have watermelons. That's fun. Here's kind of a, you know what? Other than the colors, which I would expect to be more oranges and golds and greens, this is that reminded me of a 70s pattern. I don't know why, but yeah, okay. And then we have, oh, this one's nice. Okay. See, some of them, see how these are like this? I don't know if I have. See how this one has the rectangle and then it's got a little rectangle in the corner? So this is what's on the front, that's what's on the back. So I didn't see any of those on here, so I was expecting them all to be same back and front, and for these ones, them to just be blank. But that's not the case, because here's the flower one, and the back is a stripe. And it doesn't indicate that. I'm okay with it not indicating that. I'm just saying it didn't indicate that. Then we have this one, which is the same back and front. I like that pattern. It's very subtle. It's kind of green and light blue. I like it. I like these. They're kind of muted colors. They're not the bright, punchy colors. They're kind of muted, but I like them. Okay. And then we have this one. I love the little simple daisies. Then, okay, this is the one with, oh, this is a big version of this. Oh, and then it's got a cute pattern on the back too. So pleasantly surprised. Liking it. All right. And then we have this one, which is wood grain. Oh, that's on the back of the little rainbows. So these are kind of retro-ish. Some of them anyway. I mean, it is called Flower Child. So I was expecting 60s, 70s era. And again, it shows you down here trims and die cuts and stuff. I'm assuming this Jen Hadfield has, again, papers and die cuts and stickers and things that you can get in her name that would go with these cards as well. I'm assuming all of these people, when they have these sets like this, are like Paper Studio, where they've created paper and then they said, oh, we can make a set of cards, we can make a set of die cuts, we can make a set of stickers, you know, like that. Okay, what else? This was the Lycoming location, by the way. We've moved on. Oh yes, at the Lycoming location, I found stencils. It has 3 different stencils in it, which is why I thought it was cool. So it's got these waves. They're separately packaged, so I can flip them and you can see them. It's got these leaves, and then it has these hearts. So I thought that was really cute. It's called Sweet Rush by Vicky Boutin. I don't know. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong. To whoever I would apologize to. And then I found, oh, I got some other stamps. I got these sunglasses, or these glasses, because I thought they were cute. Who knows? And then I got these. Not necessarily for all of the, I like the hello. I mostly got it for this stamp and this stamp. But, you know, whatever. I did get a thing of napkins. I kind of thought this was very, if you were going to do a Halloween-ish fall journal, just because it's black and orange and it's kind of a stylized botanical pattern. There's 36 in there, and it was $2.50. I walked into this location. This location is small. I don't necessarily know that it's worth, unless you like specifically are after something and you live nearby. I don't necessarily know that it's worth a long trip. It's not a big Ollies. Now, I will say I found these, and I like these, so I bought a bunch of them. This is that Jolie's Boutique, the one that makes all the 3D stickers. These are, hold on, EK Success Brands. I'm trying to figure out how to, it's all closed up back here. I'm trying to figure out how to open it so I can get one off. But these would be fun to glue down as like little flowers. They're little raggedy fabric flowers. All right, look. What is going on here? This is like Fort Knox. They got some serious glue on these. And it's tied on there. But you can't get to the tie in the back to untie it. That's insane. Okay. And then I'm gonna pull that out of there. And then it's got a little piece of adhesive foam back there. But I mean, you could do all kinds of stuff with it. I imagine, actually, I don't know. It's got an adhesive piece on it. It's not something I would stick to a barrette with that adhesive piece. You'd hot glue it if you were going to stick it on a barrette or something. But I just thought they would make fun little, stick it down on a something. I use these kind of flowers. I get them at, or I have gotten them at Hobby Lobby on a spool. They still had this wild floral. I'm not going to untape this again, only because I already showed you guys these. I got 3 more. They had a stack of them there. I'm a sucker for paper pads cheap. They have, these were not on the dollar rack, so they are, I said I wasn't going to go through them, but I don't remember if I went through them zoomed in, so maybe. Oh, that came off nicely, actually. Some of these pages are foiled, and it is cardstock. So I can't remember if I bought these before or after I learned how to use my Zoom. I don't know if that makes a difference to you or not, but see the foil? That's little monkeys and parrots. And it's double-sided, so you got that kind of cheetah print, black and white cheetah print. And then the flowers and stripes. And then you got these foiled, hologram foiled diamonds. And those are cheetahs inside flowers. My eyes are bad and I can't tell how well that's focused. I apologize, guys, if it's out of focus. I'll try and fix it. Maybe, if I can. These are toucans. I'm trying to flip them both. And then that looks like alligator reptile skin of some sort. And then here, this is foiled. And then, oh, the flowers in pink. Those kind of little flowers, whimsical little flowers, are all through this pad in different colors on different pages. So this is a peacock and a toucan. And then a black and green stripe. The palm leaves. And black and pink diamond pattern. And then this is toucans, pineapples, and dragon fruit. I don't even want to talk about dragon fruit, guys. Okay, and then we have this spots and leaves. There's cheetah heads with leaves and leopard print and foil leaves with snakes. And then on this one, the flowers are foil. And then you got the whole cheetah or leopard. I guess they're leopards. And then I think that's cheetah spots. I can't remember which is one of the, I don't remember which animal has these smudge spots. But anyway, that's the wild floral pad. The other thing I got, and this will be the last item. It's actually 2 items, but I am not a quilter, before you ask. I got these. Now, they were $4. They're hardbacks. Eventually, I will take them apart and probably use this bookboard. They came with a piece of white cardstock. I have no idea why. they are quilting books. So learning how to make all of these quilt patterns. What's nice is she gives you general instructions. She tells you how to do all this stuff. She explains it. So if you want to make quilt pieces, this is the book for you. What I thought it would be fun to do, I don't know what any of this means. I'd have to read it. It looks like she's folding fabric around paper of some sort. Or maybe she's, I don't know. I don't know. However, maybe some of you who quilt can shine some light on all this paper that's going on here. But there's patterns in here. So like she tells you how to do all of these quilts, and she gives you instructions for piecing together all these different kinds of blocks. And what I thought it would be fun to use it for would be paper piecing. So I take this and I say, okay, you're supposed to have a light for these squares, and then you have a medium for this middle, and then you have a different medium for these squares, and a dark for all these triangles. So, and then she gives you measurements, and you can just cut them out. And then you can make this square, but out of paper for a quilting journal or just for fun. And then I thought it would be fun to do, it would take a lot of turning and twisting and doing things in your sewing machine. But like we did with those like paper strips and the paper squares where I glued them all down and then we sewed between them. You could sew between all the edges and make paper piecing. So that might be a project that we do. I might do it on my own first, figure out how to use this to do that. And then we can do some paper piecing patterns. I think it would be fun. And I think it would be an interesting idea for like a quilting journal or a sewing journal or any kind of journal, really. I mean, you could make cards with this and use use them as backgrounds. And then there was this one which had completely different patterns in it. Well, that's not totally different, but look, there's circles. I mean, I get out a circle punch and I'm all set. So I just thought, and then she does give you these. I'm assuming these are the right size to make the square, because that's pretty big. And my thought behind this was I could cut these out and glue them to or cereal box or whatever and make templates that I can then trace around on paper and then cut stuff out, depending on what it is. I mean, if it's an intricate piece, like if I need to cut out a star, it would be a lot better for me if I had something to trace and then cut out, or these things. Although those are basically just circles that haven't been finished, and I can use a ring cutter for those, because you can cut a big circle and then cut inside it and then it'll give you a ring. So I might be able to do that with my ring cutters, but that's why I got these. So this is my last haul of the summer, guys. I am done at Ollie's for a while, I hope. And I hope you guys all have happy hunting if you're going to continue to hunt the Ollie's bargain outlets. And I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody else finds. And I will see you guys in the next video. I'm going to be doing some crafting, and I'm hoping that I will get lots of time while I'm waiting on my daughter at school to work on kits. So I'm hoping to get lots of kits out this year in the next couple of months. I'm hoping to get bunches of them out. So keep an eye on my shop, guys, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.